Hi, Capricorns. This is your home light security reading for the month of June. I am sorry, I am late getting them out. It's just been one thing after another. That's all I can say. I am picking up for you. There's some major cleansing that's needing to happen. But I don't think it's necessarily in the way that people really think of cleansing. It has to do with comfort zone. Because what I'm getting is a lot of you have a little bit of an issue where you're in your comfort zone, which might be, I don't want to say stopping manifestation, but it's soul growth areas that maybe aren't fully coming into view, maybe aren't fully coming into perspective because of a cleansing that's not happening. Because what I'm getting is that you need to raise your vibrations more, but something's kind of pulling it back and forth. I feel like a rubber band is what they just gave me. And there's some, I want to say, family, personal, or tribe grief going on, along with personal judgment and frustration. And this is part of what I feel like this has to do with it. It kind of makes sense when we look at the astrology, because it's a comfort zone area where a growth needs to happen, some getting out of the comfort zone for some new changes to take place. But why? But why? I mean, I'm comfortable with it that way. And no, you're supposed to be coming on more a higher thing, but that comfort zone is actually connected somehow with that tribe judgment, family judgment, personal judgment, something to do with some grave sorrow, shame, irritation. What is this? I'm getting possibly for some of you it might have to do with jealousy, inadequacy, inferiority, helplessness, not really knowing your way. It has to do with the knee itself. That'll be from the blueprint is what I'm getting. But it's something that you need to take action on. We're gonna get into this a little bit better. Let me see. And see, when they're giving me is like, for some of you, it's doubt over your path, but I don't feel like it's doubt over your path. I feel like it's doubt over, a creative intuition. And not even that you're doubting it, more like you just don't know it's there. Not giving it a shot, not opening your eyes, not seeing something. What I'm getting is the moon and the soul, and Pisces and I believe. And I think, like I said, what I'm getting from these is, I mean, this is the soul, but if you look at the picture for me, I'm just getting like, this is ancient knowledge. Like, you know this. You, whether it's you know better, or my really feeling is you kind of got a little lazy. Like the ancient knowledge, it's there. You know how to do this, whatever it is that's going on. You know how to rise into that next vibration. You know how to, be more creative and try this new thing, but you've gotten comfortable, is what I'm getting. And this is saying the moon and the soul is asking you to tap in deeper. Believe in what's deeper. There's something more there. I mean, look at the light in that. Not to mention right there, that's cycles, and you know it. Pisces is the end of a cycle. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'm getting out of the card. Is there anything else? I don't feel like it's bad or anything. I just feel like it's something that could be new and fresh and breathe some kind of new life energy, new, and you're missing it because you've just gotten comfortable. Virgo is analyzed. So this is, I feel like in this one, Virgo is analyzed in general, according to the card. Virgo is also the lie detector. She's the troubleshooter. She's all about the diet and everything. But I feel like what this is saying is open your eyes. Anything else for Capricorn before I hit the other one? And they keep giving me some stubborn inflexibility and disappointment. Wanting to go at your pace instead of the pace that's best for you, having some confusion over it or failure over it. But I don't feel like it's necessarily like a failure of trying something. I feel like you just shut something down. Disappointment. And like you're either inflexible, don't even want to see it, hear it, or know about it, or like you just can't. But this is the second house, which is owning your power or owning your part in it. Let's see, I got another deck. Yeah. I was trying to give you an opportunity, see if anybody else wanted to talk. Ooh, you aren't the deck I thought you was. I have all kinds of different bags that I keep my decks in. And so when I do these, I just put them back in bags and I never really know what's in the bag, which is great because it can't make me ego pull a card. Pull a deck. I don't really know what's in there. What does Capricorn need to hear before we get into astrology? Well, as I'm asking, what do you need to hear before I get into the astrology? I'm getting my ears are being played with. So I feel like they're saying also, in general, there's something you need to hear, or maybe you're not listening, but it's something that you need to. And they're directing me to the fact that nobody's perfect. So there's nothing to fear here. I don't know. I'm just giving you what I'm getting. What's coming out is Uranus. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom. It's also, inventive and energy. And like I said, this is kind of where I feel like where this is going is expressing inventiveness, expressing creativeness, expressing, your self-identification as well as others. Something's being missed somewhere. Breaking free from the chains, freedom, individuality, inventive, independence, sudden reveals as well. Yeah, that's one of the ones I always leave out with Aquarius is it's shock and awe. And I really feel like that's not a bad thing. Like whatever it is that I feel like is being avoided would be the shock and awe, but like in a good way. Aquarius. And the only thing that stands out on this is where I wrote, trying to find it, where I wrote rebel. Try new things. Unpredictable. Personal freedom. But where I feel like this is really saying, I feel like it's the Daredevil card. Try something new, allow those creative juices to flow and realize that there's something being overlooked. There's something that you're in the comfort zone about that you're missing. I'm also getting Venus stepping into your sensitivity, your emotional and your physical. It is both an attraction and a repel of energy, depending on how you are in your emotions, exerting your energy. I'm starting to say exerting our energy is a perfect way of helping us to understand a part of our manifestation. It's kind of like a calling card. And if you are like when you're angry or mad or frustrated and you let that out, not that it's because you can have positive anger where it's learning the truth. And if you're acting from a positive state of mind, you're learning the truth about something. The way we choose to act is up to us. We don't always have to choose to act negatively, even if we got negative energy, but that doesn't mean, or a negative answer or response, something that happened. I mean, we can choose to be positive or negative, but when we're in that gust of energy, like adrenaline, you are ultimately sending out a calling card, like to God, to the universe, to the manifestation, going ding dong. I just sent out an emergency alarm system, emergency alarm sign, going, this is really what I need. And what if you're sending out, I don't care? Or what if you're sending out, I'm bored? Or what if I'm sending out, you know what I'm saying? When you're sending out the exerted energy, the adrenaline, what are you putting out? Are you putting out, what I'm getting for you is trying something new, exploring something new. But you're just in your comfort zone, like you're missing it somehow, is what I'm getting. Yes, the sun is what's coming out next, which is the executive director sending out the energy, the core, the energy, the illumination. It is the shine. It's what's bringing the attention to you. The Ankh, spiritual wisdom, right back where we started. There's something here that you're overlooking, you're not connecting to, and it's part of your higher self. It's part of a message. With your 10th house, your honor, your reputation, your prestige, your authority, your financial success. Let's get into the astrology here in just a second. It has to do with the wheel of law. This has to do with, not just wheel of fortune. This is wheel of law. This is the law of attraction. It is the path to nirvana itself. It is walking the steps of the spiritual ascension. It is, like I said, I keep getting the ancient knowledge is there. The soulful connection is there. It's all there. The creative connection is there. You're just missing it in some place for some of you. You're in your comfort zone and just going, I'm bored. But you don't realize it's keeping you from something that's really wonderful, is what I feel like I'm getting. If it's just open up and allow the spirit to be a little bit more free. Try some new things, give some new chances. Allow yourself to breathe in lighter light in some way. All right, let's look at your astrology. I always start with where the sun is. And for you, the sun is in your 6th house and your 7th house. Now, I say the 6th house and your 7th house because we're right here at the full moon. You had Mercury that just moved into Gemini today. But on the solstice, the sun is going to go from the 6th house to the 7th house. So up until the solstice, which is the 21st, the sun has been in the 6th house. Now, Mercury just came in. And at the end of the month is where you're going to have Venus coming in as well as the new moon. And it's also in opposition to this full moon, which we're going to take a look at all of this in just a second. But the sun is going to be leaving here before this stuff all takes place, technically, or right as it's starting to take place. And it's going to move into that next house. Now, your full moon, it's important that I explain it the way that I am. Your full moon is taking place in Sag, which is in your 11th house, which is the goals, the dreams, the ambitions. It has everything to do with the direction of those goals, dreams, ambitions, wishes, everything coming into fruition. But it has to do with the people that take part of those goals and dreams coming into fruition. It has to do with the people, the places, and if they can come into fruition or not, according to having the right people there, the right vibration there, the right energy there. And then will it support the dreams, goals, ambitions, wishes into coming out the way that you're wanting them to? And is there insecurity within that? Okay. Now, it is happening directly in opposition of your 6th house. So this is the daily routines, the daily activities, again, the people, places, and things. The daily activities, there's nothing mundane about the mundane. I say it all the time. And this goes on both sides of the fence, for the outer world and the inner world. If you get up every single day and you do the same damn thing over and over and over and over and over, it is mundane, it is overlooked, and you don't think it's a big deal. But it is actually one of the biggest things that is creating the manifestation, because you do it over and over and over. So where is the over and over and over boring? Where is the over and over and over not giving you any joy, not giving you anything to ride home about, not giving you anything to be like, oh wow, guess what happened? You know, this new thing, because those two are in opposition of each other. And if your daily routines, like I use it all the time, some people go to, you know, the park every day. Some people take their dogs on the walk every day, go jogging every day. Some people, you know, are all about their art every day. Some people are all about their music. Some people are at the bar. What are your routines doing for you? And then the people that are in your daily mundane, well, are they supporting the goals, the dreams, the ambitions? And this is not a one-way street. This goes both ways. So where is it the give and take? Where is the goals and the dreams being realized and breathed into fruition, seen fully into detail? And then where is it that it's capable in the daily routines to make that so? And is it exciting or is it boring? Because you have Venus and Mercury coming into Gemini, Jekyll and Hyde, logic and emotion. And this means there needs to be an emotion here. Not just emotion, but the logic can't, the creation can't be brought up without the emotion. The logic won't think its way through the creation. The emotion has to be part of it. So where is the joy, the pizzazz, the excitement of the trial and error within the daily routines and those goals, dreams, and ambitions being realized? See, because the goals, dreams, ambitions, trial, and error are on display with the people that support them or don't during the full moon. And then the correction and the fruition and the bringing it into reality comes in during the new moon, according to how it's been adjusted. And if it's been adjusted. Because like I said, it has everything to do with the emotional fire, the Gemini, Jekyll and Hyde, curiosity, trying something new, but it's up close and personal. It's got to be something that hits in here and giving it a shot. But I really feel like it's just going, I don't feel like giving stuff a shot, so I'm not going to even try. And that's where the problem lies, is where I'm getting it. Now, as that sun leaves that Gemini area, leaves the opposition of the full moon and that new moon, it moves into your 7th house. Now it's moving into your relationship zone after the solstice here. And in the relationship, it's the sun's going to be coming across Cancer, going through Cancer, and coming across Lilith and Sirius. And in the relationship zone, this is all about balance, because the sun is illuminating if there's balance in these relationships. The balance is the balance of the relationships healthy, because Sirius is all about nurturing or neglecting, and Lilith is all submissive in this energy. There's one place she's submissive. It's not very much her, and this is where she taps into that mother nurturing Cancer energy, which is not normally her bag, her deal, in that sense. But here she can be more submissive. And like I said, in the relationships, this is saying it's not give all of myself, but balanced. I do give some. I meet you in the middle. And making sure that there is truly a balance. It's not being submissive, but it's not being manipulative, controlling, self-centered. It's balanced in the relationships. And that's the key there, especially as the sun moves through it. Now, when we get over to your 11th house, this is where the South Node is in Scorpio, which is dealing much with the same kind of energy as that full moon, because it's the 11th house. It's your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. But the South Node is saying in Scorpio that it's not giving way to new birth. It's comfortable with just things the way they are. I'm comfortable with right here, right now, and trying something new. Wait a minute. Because the South Node is everything you're good at, but it's not good for you. Well, Scorpio is all about transformation. So it's saying the transformation's not getting through properly. It's getting hooked up. And in the 11th house, that's the goals, the dreams, the ambitions. That's the groups of people that help create those goals, dreams, and ambitions. And it's kind of wonky right here because of that South Node. And it's not getting along at all with exploring new avenues, trying new things, because it's not getting along with your 2nd house of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. It's the 2nd house is your manifestation house. It's also your possession house, whether you're in possession of yourself or something else is in possession of you. It's where you create and spend your money. This is why it's a manifestation house. It's a law of attraction house. And this is saying, yes, you want to be in your power. Yes, you want to be standing in the authority of who and what you are. You don't want to be submissive in that area at all. However, it's saying it's not getting along with the goals, dreams, and ambitions. It's not getting along with the people that are there helping the situation to grow, or it's showing you where those are the wrong people and don't support you. And it's those two are both not getting along with. Five, the creative house again. So it's being very much in your power, very much in your security, or lack of it. And it's one of the two. Either you're very in your power, you're very secure with yourself, and you're at a point where you're not growing anymore. You're not growing. You've become very comfortable in your comfort zone, or it's the exact opposite, and you're in your comfort zone, and therefore you're not, it's still a not growing. But it's not growing in different ways. It's either you've gotten comfortable, you're not growing because you've moved into a higher vibration. You've moved into a place of, feeling secure with your creative energy, with where you've built things, with your goals, dreams, and ambitions, with your creativity, and you've brought this much to life, and now, well, you're not moving forward. You're just there. It's doing great, but it's not, it could be doing even more if you be more open-minded. Where the opposite is, you're not in your power at all. You've given it away. You're being manipulated, and you're not growing because you're giving everything of yourself to everybody. And you're exhausted and you don't have any time. It's one of the two is what's happening here, because it has to do with that second house of self-worth, self-value, manifestation. And that's where Saturn is. Saturn's in retrograde, asking you if you've set the proper boundaries for creativity, for growth. Or is there no growth because it's comfortable, or just because you have no self-power? Sorry, that's the way I'm reading it. As you come into your third house, this is where Neptune is also a psychic place for you, because it's your third house of communication, but it's also where Neptune is about to go shadow. So your communication might be looking outwardly with some negative eyes. You may be negatively thinking in the back of your mind what communication is that's going on between you and others, or you and yourself. And it may not necessarily be that at all. Because like I said, Neptune is the magic of the soul. It could create anything, positive or negative. But when it's in shadow, it may be viewing things from a more negative perspective. So are you viewing and communicating with yourself thoughts, ideas about yourself and people that are negative, but are you actually getting to the nitty-gritty, to the root? Are you getting facts here, or is this just all speculation of word vomit in your head? Because Neptune creates magic. It's also connecting to your psychic energy, which will also connect you to higher vibrations or lower vibrations, according to where your communication is with yourself and that vibration. When you come into your fourth house, you have Jupiter here, bringing in abundance. But that doesn't necessarily make it positive or negative, because you have Chiron here and you have Mars here. And this is your inner emotional security. But Chiron being here and Eris being here is automatically going, there is some issue with inner emotional security that you're not fully tapping into. Because Chiron is the wounded healer. And Eris has my mad Medusa vampire syndrome, where she's holding on to trouble, toil, strife, injustice, and the inner emotional security, where the only way for me to be secure is with this wall. The only way for me to stand in my power is with this wall, is to act this way, is to have this personality. And Mars being here is either jacking that energy up into a whole new vibration. And then Mars being there, and Jupiter, because Mars is a warrior, passion, action, courage, And then Jupiter's abundance is either jacking that I need this wall, I need to do it this way, it has to be this way, which would be part of where that comfort zone is coming in. Because if Chiron is saying, I can't change because otherwise it fucks with my inner emotional security, then he's going to put those walls up twice as hard. But it could also be the healing of letting the walls down, the higher abundance in, allowing courage to come in and try to find out deeper, more raw things about how to create your own security within your own heart and soul by believing in yourself instead of the past. Right there is where that get out of your comfort zone is coming from that Chiron, from that Eris, from that Mars, and from that Jupiter, and that inner emotional security. Is it tapping into good old-fashioned comfort zone, or is it tapping into, let me rise, let me come into my ancient knowledge, I'm more than this, I'm more secure, I am an impenetrable force because I'm soul, damn it. And start to really vibe with that instead of, well, this is what makes me comfortable. This is what, this, and I need this, and nah. That's exactly where that was all coming from. And then we get back to your 5th house, bringing you right back to their creativity, where Venus is, Uranus is, the North Node is, and Lilith is. Not Lilith, and Athena, the warrior goddess, is Pallas. This is saying there's more creative action in yourself. There's more creativity in you. There's more knowledge in you. But like I said, this is creeping into a part of getting out of your comfort zone, exploring it, but bringing it not just into your healing, into your reality, into your routines, into your daily activity, into your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, by opening up your eyes and trying something new. Because Chiron and Lilith in your Chiron and Eris in your inner emotional security is putting up a defense to protect you. But is it really caging you? That's what you need to go back and look at. I love you guys. I will see you next month. Bye.